for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
You are looking live at George Washington High School in Indianapolis. It is Ladies' Night, game 1 of 4, kicking off tonight's 4 girls varsity basketball games tonight here on Indiana SRN. And we will start with an IPS athletics event here between the George Washington Continentals and the Shortridge Blue Devils, along with my broadcast partner, Justin Griffith. My name is Joey Lindstrom. Justin, this is going to be a scrappy ball game, and I just can't wait to see how these girls play out tonight.
Well, it really is going to be very scrappy there, Joey, just because both teams are coming off of a loss heading into tonight's ball game. Shortridge losing pretty handily against Lebanon, and George Washington, this is their home floor on Ladies' Night on IPS Athletic TVs and Indiana SRN. So a lot to live up for both these squads.
It is a lot to live up for, and both these teams have had a lot of seasoning so far, but also a couple different types of ways their schedule has gone, too. George Washington having 3 postponed games and coming into this game with a record of 3-4, 3-3 in their conference, which is good to have those 3 wins come out into your conference play. And on the Shortridge side, no games canceled, but 1-9 on the season, obviously looking to get their second win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, George Washington, you mentioned it. 3 conference wins, and that helps you get ready for this second half where most of the scheduling is going to be your conference games, your conference matchups. So they get a nice little advantage, I guess, playing 500 ball against conference foes, while Shortridge hasn't really played a conference opponent yet. So all that for Shortridge is going to be in the second half of the season coming after the Christmas holidays. And it's going to be imperative that both these teams get going right. Both teams only average about 30 points per game.
As you said, Shortridge coming into this game, last game losing 32-73 against a high-powered Lebanon team. And George Washington coming into this game, having won against the Indiana Math and Science Academy. And both these squads have key players that really, really shine. On the Shortridge side, what's not to say about Ella Garriott, Naomi Bunch, and Chantrice Grant rolling through, as well as on the George Washington side, key players like Ayanna Ross and Elise Treese Kiner are going to be huge for both those squads tonight.
Yeah, and I really look for Shortridge and Coach Colwell to really buckle down there. They only get 4 steals per game, while turning the ball over 21 times a contest. And with these George Washington the Continentals, they like to force aired passes. They like to steal the ball. I think we mentioned it off the air. They're at 11 steals
11 steals a game, yep.
So
a very, very scrappy bunch.
Yeah, both teams are scrappy. Shortridge, unfortunately, has to learn how to handle this or handle the ball a little bit better. But, again, they are a young team as well.
They are a young team, so as the starting lineups are introduced and we reflect on the national anthem, tonight is Ladies' Night. So you can catch all 4 Ladies' Night games here on Indiana SRN. This is game 1 of 4, of course, an IPS Athletics TV contest. And not only that, Justin, it is almost Christmas time.
It is almost Christmas time.
And what's your favorite part about Christmas time, Justin?
It has to be the music.
It's got to be the music. Well, do I have the news of the century that actually I was informed today that IndianaSRN.org is streaming 24/7 Christmas music at all times, and I couldn't be more excited.
Oh, yeah, at 100%. That is one of the better parts about Christmas is, the music and, it's all about giving and all whatnot. So we're thankful to be able to do this game here tonight while these kids are still in classes as well.
Lots of jingle for Chris Kringle, excuse me, and hopefully we can get that spirit of the season thriving tonight for this IPS matchup. And other games tonight on our network, West Central facing Traders Point is our other game that has started at the 6 p.m. time. Tindley at University High School, which is located in Carmel. That's on the radio. As well as Cathedral and Guerin coming up later at 7:30 p.m. We'll take a quick break here. You are watching IPS Athletics, powered by Indiana SRN.
In today's fast-moving business world, effectively marketing your company takes hard work, creativity, and the right team. With over 40 years of experience, PIP has been enabling companies large and small to find success in achieving their business objectives. We understand the challenges our clients face. That's why we have a variety of print solutions suited to fit your every need. Whatever your printing request may be, from a quick turnaround on a company brochure for an upcoming trade show, a direct mail piece that needs to be designed, printed, and mailed, to complex marketing projects, PIP is sure to have the right print solution for you. Nothing grabs attention like a well-crafted sign. It can transform virtually any surface into an eye-catching experience, boosting your marketing appeal. From banners, posters, floor graphics, and window decals, to wayfinding and yard signs. We not only help with sign design and getting it installed, we also integrate them into your overall marketing strategy, designed to help you win. PIP also provides best-in-class integrated marketing solutions to help you make the most out of your next campaign. Our approach to marketing ensures that your strategy is seamlessly executed across all media, online and offline, so your business always looks its best. At PIP, we understand it takes a team to achieve business growth, and that's why we're here to help. Get to know PIP and let us make your world a better place.
Welcome back to George Washington High School here in Indianapolis. Starting lineups just getting going. While we were in commercial break, the Shortridge Blue Devils announced their starting lineups. Tonight we have Shante Swanson starting at point guard. Number 10, Naomi Bunch. Excuse me, Swanson is number 2. Number 10, Naomi Bunch. Number 14, Chantrice Grant. Number 22, Jabrea Craig. And number 23, Morgan Curry. On the Washington side, Malaysia Flanagan will start at point guard. Madeline Bruce will be at forward. And Ayanna Ross, number 23. Elise Treese-Kiner, number 45. As well as Adriana Jones, number 30. So, Justin, both these teams are run-and-gun style of offense, but they also do a lot of work with their off-ball screens, but they don't shoot a lot. So, what are we looking for just kind of as this game progresses? What's something to have our fans watch out for?
Both teams are going to have to look for the good shot selection. I don't mean one that's open. I mean one that's a high percentage shot for each of these teams. So Washington starting with the ball. Down to the high post and Kiner, and that is not allowed in basketball. You can only take 2 steps. That's going to be another key for both of these teams. They do have a high turnover ratio. I mentioned that Shortridge had 21 turnovers per contest. We see Washington with the first turnover tonight.
Here's a shot. No good. So that it was Swanson. And with a putback there by Craig and a jump ball down in the key.
Good, smart heads-up play by Grant. As soon as she got the rebound for a third opportunity, She kept it up high.
Swanson with the floater out the backboard, no good. Great rebound by Curry, but Curry actually recovers that ball. That was a shot by Craig after the first offensive rebound. Shortridge coming out early, trying to be forceful. Ayanna Ross bringing the ball up, and I've called a Washington game before. Ayanna Ross is a talent. She really makes this team go. So the ball will stay with the Continentals. Coach Damon Lee, 18-31 in his third year of his young career at Washington High School, and his team with the 3-4 record thus far. 3 postponements due to positive cases on other teams in their schedule, but with wins against starting from the beginning of the season down, Crystal House and Irvington Prep, as well as Indiana Math and Science Academy, which was just 2 days ago. So as the men in the stripes try to decide who's going to get the ball, looks like it will stay with Shortridge.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the third jump ball within the first minute of contest, and each alternating possession it goes to the opposite team.
Yeah, as we said, it's going to be scrappy.
Yeah.
Now here's Naomi Bunch. 8.1 points on the year for her. Down to Grant. Grant cashes in, and that's the first points on our board.
Great ball movement there by Shortridge, able to find the open lane and get a high percentage shot with Grant.
Into the post, down to Flanagan. Flanagan no good. Couldn't tell if Curry got the piece of her finger on there or what have you to maybe tip that shot. And a travel here by Naomi Bunch trying to drive to the lane. And so here's Ayanna Ross. Into Flanagan. Flanagan driving the lane with some power, but that'll be a foul. Looks like it'll be on Grant.
Yeah, Grant just didn't get her feet set in time. First foul on Shortridge, first team foul. While now Flanagan will go to the line for 2.
Both these squads just one sectional away from each other. Shortridge falling in sectional 27 for the playoffs, and Washington falling to sectional 28. So while they might be IPS rival foes, they will not be able to play each other right away in the sectional to get instant revenge, but allowing that they advance, they'll definitely hit each other.
Great move. Again, great pass in down low to Curry. She's able to get up and in, and Shortridge has a 3-point lead here.
Morgan Curry averaging 6 points per game and 3.5 rebounds. She is somebody who is on the floor a lot for Coach Cole's team, and she really makes a difference.
As the foul is going to go against Swanson, her first, team's second of the half.
Here's Kiner into Flanagan. Flanagan driving and up and no good. So now here is Bunch. Bunch with an outlet pass to Swanson. Swanson lays it up.
Again, Shortridge able to get that ball out and have numbers 2 on none. And great pass to Swanson for the easy lay-in.
Here's Flanagan driving to the hoop, but a turnover here from Washington. Looking for the outlet pass again to Swanson. Swanson up. No good. A rebound and recovery by Chantrice Grant. So 8-1 is our count through here. This will be a 30-second timeout.
And again, Shortridge has been able to get great numbers off the fast break. 2 on none on that first one, 3 on 1 on the second one. And really, they had 3 on none for a good portion of that. They just tried to do an extra pass and did not go into their favor there.
Yeah, Swanson almost had back-to-back buckets there. She has 3.6 points per game, and she almost beat her record. Beat her average, not her record, quickly. So now Washington Not such a great start, but they can absolutely rectify that, and they have before.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a little bit tougher hill to climb early in this first quarter of play, but it is the first quarter. They just haven't taken a lot of shots as well, Joey. Only 2 shots officially.
Here's Flanagan. Flanagan looking for an outlet pass. Stymied by the front of Shortridge, Shantae Swanson. And a scrappy play. This is Curry. Excuse me, that was Craig down low. But losing it, but now Shortridge will recover and have an inbound pass. Entering the game now is Ella Garriott. Ella had 9 points last game, and that was her first game of the season. A great first impression. Now the 6th woman off the bench. And she'll shoot a 3. Bang! Ella Garriott not wasting any time, showing that she was the top scorer last game.
And now a good, sizable lead for Shortridge.
The ball will stay with Washington. And we'll get to see that again. Ella Garriott said, I don't need to even stretch.
Yeah, she was the trigger person in that. Passes it off to Swanson and gets it right back, sets her feet. Great 3-point shot there.
Here's Adriana Jones now. Losing the basketball and a little bit of a tie-up. Passes it out. Desperation attempt for Bruce. And Bruce loses it. Down into Garriott. Garriott scores. Ella Garriott, 5 points in what seems like 5 seconds.
Just about, Joey.
Quick and another travel from Ayanna Ross.
Yeah,
Washington looks just a little bit out of sorts to begin this game.
Ross moving a little bit too fast, dragged her pivot foot as she looked to make the open pass, and it's a rough start for the Continentals.
Arendani Garcia Sanchez is making her first appearance, number 13. Down into Grant. Grant, low post against Kiner, works off the backboard. Chantrice Grant.
And Grant is 3 for 3 to start this contest.
Excellent scoring route so far for Chantrice Grant. And another turnover from Washington. But another turnover on the Shortridge side. This is Flanagan. And just in and out. But here's Kiner. Kiner puts it home. Washington's first official basket of the game, coming a little later than they expected. But they're glad to have it.
And then they force a quick turnover by Shortridge.
Naomi Bunch trying to save that one from going out of bounds, but no dice. So now if you're Washington, you can build on this, on that last basket. Here's a shot from Ross, excuse me. Ross will shoot too. So far, Justin, Shortridge coming out firing away. Really responsible with the basketball.
Yeah, only 1 turnover so far. And Ross is going to make her first free throw. The biggest thing right now, Joey, is Shortridge has 3 team fouls while Washington has yet to commit a foul. And that's going to be big going on in the first half.
And you mentioned, go back to the turnovers, you mentioned 21 turnovers a game for Shortridge. Having only given up 1 so far in this first quarter,
yeah.
that's
astounding.
Getting better.
That's astounding.
So here's Flanagan inbounding the ball. Looking for Kiner just handed it to her. Oh, trying to get it out to Garriott. Garriott, another nice pass to Dawson. Now here comes George Washington. Dawson, a problem. Kiner throws one up off the backboard. And here's a rebound by Dawson. So both teams trying to hustle. Another heaving pass to Garriott. Garriott up. No good. And a nice recovery there. Chantrice Grant, again, another offensive rebound. And a tie-up on the ground. That will be a jump ball.
Yep. Possession error favors Washington. But again, multiple shot attempts for the Lady Blue Devils while forcing the Lady Continentals a one-and-done type situation.
Morgan Curry's back on the floor now. The high-scoring sophomore who we said we expect to see on the floor for most of the game tonight. Here's a heave up there and no good. Curry on the rebound. And Garriott will bring the ball up. Garriott, see what she can do here. Obviously a facilitator and scoring the ball herself a few times. And they catch Shantae Swanson for travel.
Yeah, Swanson, again, trying to do the right thing and make that open pass. She just could not get this, keep control of her balance quickly enough.
Roughly 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go for us here in the first quarter at George Washington High School.
And again, another one-and-done situation for Washington.
Elgaria down into Curry, and Kiner giving Curry trouble down in the low block. But the ball will nonetheless remain with Shortridge. Andrea Holt making her first appearance. Down into Curry, easy pass, and Curry cashes in.
Yeah, Kiner just wasn't looking on her. She didn't have her head on a swivel. Easy pass to Curry, easy bucket for the Lady Blue Devils of Shortridge.
Here's Flanagan. Flanagan with the floater. But she will go to the line and shoot two. Just to remind you, this is ladies' night. This is game 1 of 4 on Indiana SRN. Girls varsity basketball. This is a milestone for us. We have not had all girls games in one night, but this is the first. And tonight's regional game is also brought to you by Professional and Affordable Movers for local or long distance. So now the second Malaysia Flanagan free throw. Inching closer and closer to Shortridge's quick lead that they established. Fighting for the ball now, but here is Bunch. Bunch out to Swanson. And Swanson with the splash.
Good again, great job by Swanson to be able to set her feet and do the smart thing, which was take a high percentage shot instead of trying to dribble it into traffic.
Another turnover here for Washington. Trying to get it out to Swanson. Oh, Swanson steps on the line. Shortridge has been nothing short of impressive with how they've capitalized on their steals.
Yeah, and again, that's only their third turnover of the contest so far, and they average 21 per contest.
Almost an over and back there. Anna Ross recovers, and Anna Ross will shoot. No, good. And rebound here from Bunch. Bunch has an outlet pass. Will she use it? She will not. But Swanson there to get the rebound. And that ball will hightail out of bounds, and it will remain. It will go to Washington.
Again, 14-point lead for the Lady Blue Devils. Just under a minute now left to go in this first quarter of play.
Here's Flanagan, and for the entire first quarter so far, on the ball now is Akira Lamb. Kiner recovers. Kiner with a Euro step, and she will go to the line to shoot two. Kiner looks a bit shaken up after that play. Hope she's all right.
Foul's going to go against Curry, her first, team's 5th of the half.
Kiner makes her first one.
Let's see if she can break the trend of going 1 for 2 on the charity stripe, as the last 3 foul situations have gone that way for the Continentals.
And it looks like we'll still be looking for it. That's okay, though. Shortridge now. Bunch it. Will bring it up. Down into the side to Swanson. Swanson trying that That near corner, no good. Kiner with the recovery.
And a rare one and done for the Lady Blue Devils.
Anna Ross throwing it up. Malaysia Flanagan with the rebound. And they're going to get her on a travel underneath in the key.
Yeah, the Blue Devils were able to get a block there, and then she just dragged both her feet afterwards.
Nice grab by Swanson in between traffic. Here's Craig. No good. Trying to throw it back in, but Washington will take it, and here's Flanagan. And another little turnover, but Washington recovers. Double dribble.
Yeah, Jones just started go without dribbling the basketball, and that's an easy call by these officials here tonight.
Yeah, usually that's what I try to do in pickup games because there are no rules. Last tee from Swanson. No good, so we will take a short break at the end of the first quarter here. You're watching IPS Athletics TV, powered by Indiana SRN. Welcome back to George Washington High School here in Indianapolis. Our score, Shortridge Blue Devils 19, Washington Continentals 6. A surprising offensive scoring route so far for the Shortridge Blue Devils, Justin.
I mean, for both, yeah, for the Blue Devils especially, again, only averaging about 30 points a game as Sanders misses her first shot.
We saw Ella Garriott there get that offensive rebound. She came out of the scene very quickly. She came off the bench and immediately scored 5 points in what felt like 5 seconds as Flanagan cashes that one in for 2 for Washington. That'll bring the lead to only 11 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and again, 19 points in the first quarter for a team that scores 29 all game long. That's big production, good shot selection all the way around for these Lady Blue Devils.
Good rebound by Mika Sanders. Looked like kind of a jump ball, but it got ripped out, and that'll go Washington's way.
Almost another turnover there.
Almost another turnover. Washington has been turnover prone. Here's a jump ball, and that'll go back to Shortridge.
Great heads-up play by Gary as she saw confusion on the Continental side of the court and was just like, I'm just going to try to force a jump ball here, change possession, and she was able to do so successfully.
Here's Garriott now. 9 points in that last game. That was her very first game. Here's Mika Sanders underneath the basket. Back out to Garriott. Garriott looking for some space. Back out to Sanders. Sanders up. No good. And a rebound by Alice Kiner. Flanagan now bringing the ball up for Washington.
I'll say this, though. Shortridge has hit a dry spell here in the second quarter, missing all 4 of their attempts.
It looked like Jones was trying to look for her next pass and kept her eye off the ball. That'll be another turnover against the Continentals.
See, that's bad on 2 ways, Joe. Yes, she turned over the ball, and then she immediately fouls Shortridge. Double bad news. Now, the good news is that's only their first team foul of the first half.
Here's Garriott. Looking for the shot, no good. Tries to throw one up, and that'll be a foul. She will shoot 2. Naomi Bunch has been quiet on the scoreboard. She averages 8.1 points per game. second highest amongst her teammates. Of course, that is slightly skewed because Ella Garrett's first game was last time, and she scored 9 points. So her average is only over 1 game. She makes her first, bringing her to 6.
But again, she's being able to get good shot selections. Even on her 2 misses, they have not been in a bad situation. I really enjoy when these players have high IQ and able to take those high selections.
A little bit of a fight underneath. Chantrice Grant gets it, and Kiner, I think a little bit of physical play maybe helped her fall to the ground, but a travel before that physical play. It's a 20-8 our count here in the second quarter at George Washington High School. Here's Ayanna Ross. Ayanna Ross throwing it up. Off the backboard, no good. A little bit of a fight between teammates. And I think it will remain with Washington. It will. Hey, we'd like to hear from you during our game today, so you can tweet at us at IndianaSRN is our tag, and get ready for a shout-out. Thanks for watching, by the way. Here's a rebound by Grant. Grant trying to pull it out. Here's Swanson on a breakaway. Swanson, no good. And somebody lost a shoe. It looked like Flanagan in the middle of a play, but Grant taking that opportunity. No good. Here's Ayanna Ross. Ayanna Ross trying her hand. And Garriott looks like she tripped, fell in a hole or something. Brings down Ross. The ball will go to George Washington.
No, they're saying it's going to be.
Will go to Shortridge.
It's going to be an offensive foul on Ross. That's their 3rd foul in this second quarter. And again, they played clean basketball in the first quarter, not committing any fouls. Now within the first 2.5 minutes, 3 quick fouls here. And again, it's just going to be really difficult here to be able to come back if they keep their heads in the game.
Here's Garriott. Out to Sanders. Sanders. Oh, it looked like couldn't tell if it was all ball or not. Refs obviously have a better view. And that was a shooting foul. So Sanders will go to the line.
Both these coaches are going to be talking about making their free throws with the time stop. For Washington, it cuts into the deficit. For Shortridge, it extends that lead that they need. And each time now, Washington with 3 missed free throws, the same as, or Shortridge rather, with 3 missed free throws, same as Washington.
Nice steal by Garriott. Garriott forceful on it. Flanagan all over, but Garriott, a little bit off. Here's another rebound by Grant. Grant out to Swanson, but loses it to Flanagan. Malaysia Flanagan on the drive. Creating space, no good. Now here's Grant out to Garriott again. Garriott, will she look for other pass? She'll take it herself, no good. Rebound here by Emily Walton. She'll bring it up. Trying to create some space on Swanson. Kiner now to Flanagan. Ball will trickle into the hands of Morgan Curry. And Garriott will now bring it up. But she lasers one down into Chantrice Grant. And Grant lays one in. Well, that was a wild exchange. Ultimately leading to the laser beam down into the layup spot.
Yeah, to say the least, that was an interesting exchange. And finally, the scoring drought for the Lady Blue Devils is over.
Timeout here for Washington. And a 30-second timeout. So, Justin, a little bit of a scoring drought for Shortridge, just a couple minutes there. But I think they learned they're much better when they slow down. While they're opportunistic, I think they also know that they need to set up as well because they have missed some shots in transition tonight.
Well, it's a lot of the transitions have been able to go, again, just by playing very good defense in the half court. But really it's the open layups that is really concerning here. And then they get 2 to 3 possessions each time and not able to capitalize again. Grant finally being able to knock or get that dome off the basket on their last trip. And again, forcing Washington to take a timeout. Believe it or not, Joey, even with all those misses by Shortridge, they're still outscoring the Continentals 3-2 in the second quarter.
So the Continentals trying to find their identity on offense. And here's a shot by Walton. No good, and a rebound here by Craig. Jabria Craig out to Garcia Sanchez, who will throw it back out to Bunch. Bunch no good. Good save, and Swanson recovers it. She likes that spot. Oh, it rims in and out.
Yeah, halfway down, but again, good shot selection by Swanson. Just couldn't get it to go that time around.
Here's Malaysia Flanagan. Trying to create some space, get the ball, looking for an outlet, and a foul by Swanson.
Almost a 5-second call, but they're going to give the foul to Swanson instead. That's her second.
So actually, coming into this game, Washington with 11 steals per game. But so far,
a 5-second count.
A 5-second count does Washington no favors, far and away leading the turnover trend. But just to finish that thought, Washington with 11 steals per game. We're seeing actually that come out of Shortridge, is that strong defensive effort, as this one goes off of Sanchez's fingers. And we'll go back to Washington.
And again, that has to be the most frustrating thing for coach to see, an unforced turnover in it just because it was an errored pass.
So here's Ross, quiet tonight so far. And another steal. This is now by Bunch. Bunch trying to take it herself, but she'll get fouled on the floor.
But that's the second personal foul on Ross.
Ayanna Ross, a scrappy player by nature. And she will come out, and entering the game is Adriana Jones. A new face we haven't talked about yet is Demia Lee. She had a rebound earlier, number 5. Coach Damon Lee clearly frustrated with his defense right now.
Foul is going to be on Kiner. And 2 shots here for McKee.
Newbie McKee, 2 points per game. And here's one from the line.
I do like how McKee is already ready for the ball. She's in her pre-free throw ritual.
Ball will go back to Washington off a Shortridge player. Flanagan, I don't think has come out yet. And Coach Lee obviously using one of his best players to his advantage.
Oh, she picks up her dribble way too early that time, though.
Here's Kiner. It looks like it dribbled off her knee. Good defense there by McKee.
Yeah, McKee comes into the ball game and able to force Kiner into a foul and then a turnover. Great starting minutes there for her.
Here's Naomi Bunch. Now out to Sanchez. Sanchez launches one. No good. Foul on the ground there by number 3, Andrea Holt. And that will be 1-1 for Washington. Shortridge now eclipsing 7 fouls. So bonus both ways.
Referees were a little confused there to start out with, but eventually do get the right call.
Speaking of the right call, did you miss the game that everyone's talking about? Well, if you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, you'll never miss a game again because we have pre-game notifications, which is huge because start times can be different. We have our 6 p.m. games tonight. We have 7:30 games tonight. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and never, ever miss a game. So Flanagan making both free throws. Now here's Bunch. Shortridge with a comfortable 13-point lead.
I'll tell you what, Joey, that game on Tuesday night, the Addicts LC game was one to behold. And you can even watch the replay on our YouTube channel. Again, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and click the notification bells. That way we alert you 30 minutes before every contest. And then once we go live.
That game, by the way, that was one heck of an ending.
Addicts was down as many as 16, able to come back and tie it with 5.5 seconds left.
But we won't spoil the ending.
No.
Because we want you to go watch it for yourself on Indiana SRN on YouTube. Here is Bunch. Bunch driving down. And Bunch making her basket. 25-10 is our score, 2 minutes to go. You can kind of tell Coach Lee is trying to light a fire under his players, get them going, hustle a little faster. You can tell Shortridge is almost a little more motivated, if that's the right word.
Well, they're playing with a little bit more irritation, I would say.
All right, here's Curry. Down into Bunch. Bunch to Garriott. Oh, Garriott loses the handle. Back out to Bunch. Bunch up. No good. Garriott bringing it out. Past the three-point line. Throw it out to Bunch. Bunch will end up traveling, trying to get around Jones. Subbing in is Shantae Swanson. There's Flanagan getting tied up, and that more than a few times Flanagan has gotten tied up or picked up her dribble.
Yeah, picking up her dribble 45 feet from the hoop is not. And again, almost another 5-second call.
There's Kiner driving to the lane. Kiner will be fouled, taking a tumble, but she will go to the line. Good to see Kiner all right. She had been shaken up earlier on another play. Was limping a little bit. Seems to be limping a little bit here too.
I will say this, though. We finally got my wish, and Flanagan on her last foul trip.
That's right.
Was able to go 2 for 2.
That's right. We love the perfection.
Let's see if Connor can do the same.
I'm sorry, Justin, you won't get your wish this time.
Yeah, I kind of figured as soon as I said it. Broadcaster's jinx and all.
You jinxed her, but that's okay. Another chance here for Kiner to get a point. And she's got it. So Shortridge with 1:10 to work here. Here's Swanson. Back out to Ella Garriott. Swanson again. Will take it. No good. Try to save it. Flanagan. Yep, Flanagan will recover. They will call it out on Swanson.
I was going to say Swanson did not establish herself once again inbounds before touching the ball. Easy call by the baseline official.
A little bit of a late call. So here's Washington. Flanagan bringing the ball up, trying to drive, as she has, but she'll turn it over, but get it right back. Can't deny the scrappiness here, but that'll be a travel.
You can deny it a little bit there, Joey, just because of the turnover.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. So here's Garriott. Coach Cowell obviously impressed with her performance last game, trying to get her a lot of time in this game. Ball off Flanagan will remain with Shortridge. Garriott trying to get it out. No good. And that will go back to Washington.
Unforced turnover there by the Lady Blue Devils.
I thought we might see a repeat of that last three-pointer by Garriott, the only three-pointer in this game, where she inbounded and then immediately went beyond the circle. Here's Garriott on another steal. Oh, and a throw in. Here's Craig. Will Craig cash in? She will. So Washington, all kinds of trouble. Closing seconds here. Try to heap one last shot, but looks like it might go Shortridge's way. A push.
Flanagan fouls 60 feet from the basket with time expiring in the first half.
So that will mean bonus time for Shortridge's Andrea Holt. This is Holt's first trip to the line. Tonight's game is brought to you by Morales Group, which is made up of talented and diverse individuals committed to you. At Morales Group, we focus on building better futures, one story at a time, by giving people jobs. Call the Morales Group at 317-641-4015. So, closing seconds of the first half. Justin, Shortridge absolutely rolling so far.
Yeah, and again, they were able to extend their lead after one. They were up by 13. They're up by 16 here going into the half.
Shortridge so far also winning the turnover battle. Washington coming in this game with 11 steals per game, but so far not as many as usual. That actually, on the Shortridge side, they have many, many steals that have led to points.
Yeah, and again, great job by Shortridge to be able to force those turnovers and lead into points.
And not only that, they also have created opportunities for themselves in the offensive rebounding category as well. Leading the charge, Morgan Curry, as well as Shantae Swanson and Chantrice Grant. All those players have been excellent for them tonight.
Yeah, and again, really, Garriott being able to come off the bench and score 6 quick points. Kind of fell flat there in the second quarter, but it's all right. And again,
she started out hot, though.
Yeah, she did. She started out 2 for 3, and again, even her miss was a good shot selection.
On the opposite side, not so great on the offensive effort for Washington, but they have got their buckets after second chance points. And they just, I think if you're Coach Lee, you take that into the locker room and you tell them that you got to just keep settling down.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're being forced to go one and done more times than not, and you have to make sure, once again, I'll keep iterating it, shot selection has to be on point, and for Washington, that has not really been the case.
End of the first half of our first of 4 girls varsity basketball games on Ladies' Night on Indiana SRN. Other games tonight happening, West Central versus Traders Point, which is on the exact same time as our game, which is right now. Tinley at University High School on radio, as well as Cathedral at Guerin Catholic. And tomorrow you can also catch other basketball action. Bishop Chatard at Covenant Christian and Richmond at Arsenal Tech. Saturday we have a huge full slate. Heritage Christian at Cathedral. That is a girls game. Greenwood Christian at Bethesda Christian. And then Pendleton Heights at Guerin Catholic, late night, 7:30 boys game. It's going to be a full slate. We always bring the best here in Indiana SRN.
Yeah, great way to kick off the weekend.
It sure is. So as we will take a quick break here for halftime. And your score, Shortridge Blue Devils, 27, Washington Continentals, 11. You were watching IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Well, the foundation was a dream that I had when I first took over as commissioner in 2011. And one of the first questions that was asked to me upon assuming the new job was, what are you going to do to help schools? And one of those was to try to help them financially. And so we've been working on this notion of trying to help schools financially, but at the same time, try to emphasize and accentuate the education side of athletics. And we like to call ourselves education-based athletics. Because of that, we're trying to fund programming that might not necessarily be funded by a member school, such as leadership training for student athletes, coaching education for our coaches, and those types of initiatives where we can expand our breadth and depth of what we're doing, and then try to help our member schools with the students that they serve.
Well, I just joined the foundation in September. I'm thrilled for the opportunity to be part of this team and part of this program. I love high school athletics. It's been meaningful for me, my family, and my children, and I'm just thrilled for the opportunity to be part of the team. Well, I feel so excited about this opportunity because we can make a difference. And I feel like when you come into this job, for me personally, you get a chance to go make a difference in this area of the state, in all three of our districts, from state line to state line.
I heard about the foundation from Bobby Cox, and he called me and said, would you be interested? Well, how do you say no to an organization that your father's been involved in? I've participated. I've given lectures to coaches on athletic training and participation. So I jumped at the opportunity to give something back to the IHSAA.
Well, the foundation's set up currently to start to provide programs for schools around the state, specifically for student leadership opportunities, coach, administrator, principal, superintendent development opportunities for them as well. So some of our future plans would include raising money so we can provide scholarships for students and deserving students, also provide grants to some of the schools around the state that don't have the resources that a lot of the other bigger schools may have.
Well, obviously sports is our world here at the Indianapolis Colts, and you can't work for a pro football team without being a huge proponent of sports in general. And the things that sports teaches young people, it mirrors life in a lot of ways. It teaches teamwork and goal setting and perseverance, discipline, and it also teaches you the rewards of hard work. And there's such a high and adrenaline rush when you've achieved or been victorious.
Welcome back to Washington High School in Indianapolis. You're watching Ladies Night Basketball. Girls varsity basketball games all on Indiana SRN tonight. Along with my broadcast partner, Justin Griffith. My name is Joey Lindstrom. Justin, Shortridge has come out firing tonight, something we are really not used to seeing and what you wouldn't expect out of a 1-9 team, but they have really done well.
Well, and again, they've been able to get good shot selections. Mostly Grant, she is 4 of 5 from the field, leading all scorers on the evening. And again, Garrett was 1 for 6 from the floor, 1 for 1 from behind the arc, and 1 from 2 from the foul shots. Again, the free throws are what's killing both teams here to start out this first half. Shortridge just able to get multiple shots up, while on the other hand, Washington not so much.
Lots of fouls, and this is what we would expect out of a scrappy played game, and we have not been disappointed in that regard. Here's Curry back out to Swanson. Swanson has loved that spot tonight. Gets down to Grant. And Grant goes up and it falls. Strong basket by Shawntrese Grant. And she'll go to the line to make it a three-point play. Excuse me.
It's going to be first foul on Bruce. And again, 15 seconds into this second half. Grant gets the old-fashioned three-point play.
So here's Flanagan. Flanagan was quiet in the first half as far as scoreboard goes, but another turnover. Here's Swanson. Swanson off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Bunch. Bunch no good either. Off the foot, I believe Madeline Bruce. And the ref will signal that is the Blue Devils' ball.
Yeah, Swanson is just having a rough of a game. She is 2 of 11 to start out.
Here's Curry, no good. Curry trying to avoid maybe saving that and being out of bounds, but it will remain with Shortridge.
Yeah, they're going to say a last touch, a Continental.
Inbound pass, here's Swanson. Bunch. Drives to the lane, no good. Ball will still remain with Shortridge.
And again, getting multiple attempts here for the Lady Blue Devils. And again, most of the first minute of this third quarter has been on this side of the court.
Grant trying to make some room. Swanson goes between her feet. She will recover. Unintentionally. Yep. Here's Swanson. Passing out to Craig. Craig from 3, no good. And Shortridge's luck will run out as far as keeping it on their end.
You know, for a team like Shortridge who really likes to get shots up, they don't really extend it behind the free throw line. That's only their third 3 attempt of the game.
They like the more inside kind of route, which is interesting for a team that is so scrappy. Kiner trying to drive to the lane, no good, but it will go back to Shortridge. Shortridge already eclipsing their season points per game average, which is 29.8 coming into this game. So they're right past their average for the year. For each game, I should say.
Yeah.
Their highest point total being 52 when they beat Cecina on December 5th, just a couple weeks ago. Quick tie-up between Grant and Kiner. We've seen that a few times. And that ball will go in the favor of Shortridge. Coach Damon Lee dressed up tonight on the sideline, as are you, my broadcast partner, Justin. Looking slick.
Thank you, thank you.
Chantrice Grant driving to the lane, no good. But Shortridge recovers out to Swanson. Swanson going to try her hand from the left bottom key, and it splashes. Hey, did Grandma or anybody else miss your big game? Well, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel today and follow us on Twitter, you can catch every game. We live broadcast on Twitter, live broadcast on YouTube. And if you did miss that game, you can watch it again, so long as you subscribe.
Again, game of the week, besides this one, of course, is definitely that Addicts LC game that was just held on Tuesday night. Once again, as we get a replay here. Again, good ball movement here by the Lady Blue Devils, and Swanson able to put the ball in the hole.
Here's Flanagan trying to recover. She's been stuck a couple times, trying to go out to her outlet, her favorite outlet, Kiner.
Everybody's just bunched up.
Interesting spot to have a battle on right underneath the hoop at the line.
It's going to be a
surprise no one stepped out.
3 second in the lane violation instead against Kiner.
Conversely, on the Washington side, 28.7 points per game. Their wins coming against Crystal House, as well as Irvington Prep and the Indiana Math and Science Academy. So here's Garriott back on the floor. Along with Garriott is Mika Sanders. She'll try to go down with Kiner with a one-handed grab. Kiner driving up the floor. Kiner wants to take it herself, but she will travel.
Yeah, that's Coach Lee has to just be scratching his head and being like, why is my 5 taking it up all the way up the floor? Find a point guard or find a guard or somebody.
And or pass. I mean, you have all these outlets too, and Washington's clearly not taking advantage. Here's Garcia Sanchez outside of the arc. Garriott has found the bottom of the net. And a nice pass. Can't convert is McKee. Flanagan driving it up. Tosses one up, no good. And a rebound here by Deja Delva. That's fun to say. Ella Garriott making a quick move. Side of the key, no good. And a push on Shortridge will result in a continental possession. After this game, you can catch the Lady Cathedral Irish and the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles square off. Again, it is ladies' night. All girls varsity basketball here on Indiana SRN. Here's Flanagan. And a foul here on Garriott. The fouls are quickly adding up.
Yeah, each team with 2 fouls in this third quarter of play.
Flanagan down to Kiner. Good outlet pass to Kiner. And Kiner kisses it off the glass. Got to use that backboard. Little white squares there for a reason. There's Garriott. Looks like it was off the hands of Adriana Jones. Hey, do you know that Indiana SRN streams more than 300 games a year, and that reaches an audience of millions and millions. If you would like to help us put kids first by advertising on Indiana SRN, a great platform, by the way, contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Here's a rebound out to Garriott again. Garriott from 3. Bang! Here we go. Ella Garriott, another three-pointer.
And again, she was left wide open.
Adriana Jones trying to make quick work. Kiner driving to the lane. And a steal by Shortridge Grant. Shortridge Grant rolling up. And a little bit of a push-off. And the ref caught her. So Shortridge Grant.
That is Garrett. And again, we're going to see the Garriott 3 here.
Yeah, this was nice.
Again,
that's her spot.
Looked like she shuffled her feet a little bit. Got away with it.
Got away with it. Well, as you said, to your point, we haven't seen many three-pointers, so maybe the refs were as surprised as we were to see somebody shoot beyond the arc.
Very fair. Again, both these teams have really been able to battle in between the free throw line and baseline for the most part of the game. And again, Shortridge able to come out on top there so far. Again, up by 22 points. Still a lot of basketball left to go, and Washington can come back.
Kiner trying to make work, making merry-go-round, and Shortridge Grant steals it. Here's up to Bunch. Bunch lays it in. One of the beautiful things about IPS athletics, especially basketball, is that it's even if you're at home, it never feels quite like a home game because everybody's so close in proximity. So everybody, you might have fans that are usually go to the Shortridge home games, but obviously you can hear the crowds here. Here's another steal by Bunch. That's what the fans are so excited about as she lays it in.
And again, 2 quick steals, 2 quick buckets for Bunch.
And a quick timeout here by Coach Damon Lee. We will take one with him. You're watching IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN.
Cold is just around the corner, and here at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling,
we're ready for anything.
We care about our craft like we care about our customers.
Our technicians are fully certified
and up to speed on the latest equipment.
Available 24/7, we don't leave anybody in the cold.
That's our top priority.
We don't just work for the company,
we are the company.
So we do the best we can for every one of our customers.
Trust the name you know at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We take pride in your comfort. Just call Summers. Summers.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Washington High School. Shortridge Blue Devils with a commanding 26-point lead nearing the end of the third quarter. Washington not really able to get anything going thus far in the second half, Justin.
No, they really haven't. And again, just being able to get one, they've only attempted 2 shots. There's the third.
No good from Kiner. Shortridge Grant passing it up to Swanson. Swanson taking it herself. No good. Oh, but she gains the rebound. Swanson looking for an outlet pass. Forces it down into Curry. Curry no good, but Shortridge Grant puts it back. Shortridge has been playing excellent team basketball, trying to get it to everybody, and even when they miss shots, there always seems to be someone there. This is by far the best Shortridge team we've seen.
Yeah, they've really flown to the ball, and again, forcing a lot of turnovers right here on this half court in between the volleyball and 3-point in the top of the key has been their bread and butter here tonight.
Adriana Jones gets it stolen by Bunch. Bunch, kiss off the glass. No hustle on the defensive end for Washington. I mean, no one's even getting the ball now. Here comes Madeline Bruce. You know, Coach Lee takes that timeout. I wonder what he said in the huddle. Probably just trying to get his girls going. Kiner bringing up the ball. That's something we see usually. Trying to get down to Kiner. Another turnover. Shortridge Grant launch him on the bunch. Will Bunch see the defender? She doesn't mind. She'll go ahead and take that layup.
Again, Bunch with 8 points in this quarter and a mental lapse by Bruce.
Clearly can't have that from Madeline Bruce. Shortridge will get another chance at a basket here.
And again, it was just Bruce being so frustrated with her teammates for not getting back and everything. You can't really fault her except for the fact that she jumps over the line.
Probably wanted to get something going quickly.
Yeah.
But Washington all out of sorts here in the second half. Here's the pass to Bunch. Bunch will shoot a jumper, and that'll land just short. Here's Flanagan driving the ball up. Flanagan's got a good chance here. Flanagan with a basket. Malaysia Flanagan, her second basket of the night. Usually a 6.1 average point scorer with 7 rebounds per game. Here's Shortridge Grant trying to go up. Kiner with a block. Back out to Curry. And Grant being opportunistic as ever. Kiner throwing her hands over. Come on, we need to box out. So here is another steal by Bunch. Bunch to make it 51. Another layup.
10 points in this quarter by Bunch.
She has been excellent so far. Flanagan trying to get a last-second shot. Chucks one up, hard off the glass. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. So Washington really out of sorts. Coach Lee needs to be able to figure it out. We'll see what he tells his team. You're watching IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN.
Make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Never miss an upcoming game here from Indiana SRN by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And guess what, Justin? Some lucky person out there could be the 1,000th subscriber to our YouTube channel. That is a milestone for us. That could also be a milestone for them because they could win an Aspen Creek Grill gift card.
I've been to Aspen Creek. They have really good food there.
Well, that would be wonderful if you are not already subscribing to Indiana SRN on YouTube. If you will, you have a chance to win that gift card, so as you are the 1,000th subscriber.
And again, don't forget, as soon as you click that the subscription button, hit the notification bells for never missing a contest.
49-15 is our count here. Shortridge Blue Devils handling the Continentals well. Here's a shot from McKee, no good. Curry on the rebound, no dice, and a recovery by the Continentals. Here's Flanagan on the break. And it looks like she was looking for an outlet pass. Unless here's Sanders driving the ball up. Passing down to Craig, but traveled before she got the ball there.
Yeah, and again, just trying to move a little bit too fast for the Lady Blue Devils. Again, one of their highest marking point totals of the year. That last quarter alone, they had 22 points.
Off the foot of Kiner. Nakira Lamb couldn't get there, so it will go back to Shortridge.
And leading the way for that is Grant, followed by Bunch. Grant has 15 points. Bunch has 12. And Garrett has 9.
Here's Craig. Back out to Garcia Sanchez into the low key to Mickey. And no good. Kiner bringing the ball up. Laser Flanagan looking for an outlet pass. Goes to Walton. And a diving effort by Craig to recover it. Gets it out to Sanchez. And Shortridge will take the ball. Craig. Down to Sanders. Sanders. Off the backboard and in.
She gets put into the scoring column with that bucket.
We didn't see much of her in the third quarter. She was a contributor in the second quarter with some good defense. Here's Flanagan with another travel. I don't think Flanagan has come out of the game quite yet.
No, she really has not. And Coach Lee still has 2 timeouts to call if he wants to give Flanagan a rest, because I don't think he wants to take her out either.
So the scoreboard, the numbers are just flipped for each team. And here's Sanders back out to Sanchez. Oh, looks like she got right in the cheek or nose. But they're laughing it off.
She's giggling about it now.
Yep. Obviously, it just kind of stuns you, but glad she's okay. So, part of the fun of basketball, being able to laugh at yourself. Think about the next play.
Well, the ball hit her in the face, so.
No choice but to laugh. Here's Sanders back out to Sanchez. Sanchez, top of the key to Craig. Craig underneath the basket, going back to Sanders. Same exact play as last time. Sanders, 2 for 2 from that spot.
And again, great job, great ball movement by the Shortridge Lady Blue Devils. And again, forcing the pressure in this half court has really been so successful, as that ball is going to go out of bounds to the Lady Blue Devils with 5:28 left to go.
Flanagan hustling once again. This will go Shortridge's way. Coach Lee patting his player on the back. She has played so many minutes tonight. Here is Delva tossing into Garcia Sanchez. A little bit over the backboard, or a lot of it, but that ball will go back to the Continentals. So Shortridge coming into this game 1-9 with 5 minutes to go. Presuming they will have their second win on the season, they will head to Lawrence Central. And then they will have Crispus Attucks after that. So a couple of tough games ahead for Shortridge. Excuse me. They'll actually be playing Traders Point and Purdue Poly Englewood. Washington will be playing Lawrence Central and Crispus Attucks. But nonetheless, both tough couple of games ahead for each of these teams.
Yeah. And again, don't forget, after this game goes final, go ahead and stay on the YouTube channel and watch Guerin Catholic versus Cathedral on Ladies Night here on Indiana SRN.
Other game we have going on the radio right now, Tindley at University High School in Carmel. And, of course, Cathedral and Guerin, just like Justin mentioned, a great game coming up at the 7:30 time slot.
And, again, Coach Keith Myers and Bill Ludlow on the call for that one. Going to be a very good one.
Couple of legends. Craig checking in for the game. Jabria Craig contributing quite a bit in this game in many different ways. A few rebounds to her credit. A couple of steals. And Kiner making her second free throw attempt. Positive anything is better than negative nothing, Justin. So be a good sport. Indiana SRN promoting good sportsmanship regardless of the score, it's about the players. Players always matter. Good sportsmanship is by far the most important thing, and that these coaches can teach athletes.
And again, just sloppy play here by the Lady Blue Devils here, coming in late into this fourth quarter now as we're at 4:39. They've picked up a couple quick fouls on loose balls.
Here's Kiner off the backboard. Nice basket by Alice Kiner. So Shortridge already beating their season high in points, which was 52. Now they're at 53. Shot off the backboard. No good. And here's a rebound by Lee up to Flanagan. Flanagan driving. 4 Blue Devils around her, and she goes down hard. A few people went down hard.
Yeah.
Not ideal. It looks like Garcia Sanchez is a little bit slow to get up.
It's going to be against Delva.
So Washington trying to make quick work. Here's a shot. No good. Kiner off the rim.
It's going to stay here with Continentals.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to be exact. In our game here on IPS Athletics TV, powered by Indiana SRN. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, we're glad to have you.
And another 5-second call. Flanagan not, that's happened to her twice called, and a third time. And again, it's all on the teammates not really moving off of the play call as we get another unforced turnover. Back-to-back unforced turnovers for either side.
So Washington, 3 wins on the year. This will go down as their 5th loss. Here's a shot, no good. That was Jones on the shot. McKee on the rebound. Driving now is Holt. Holt, no good. Here's Craig. Gets her own rebound. Craig off the backboard and in. 55-18.
And again, the Lady Blue Devils just being able to stay into the game mentally. And when you're the Lady Continentals, Joey, it is very difficult to stay in, but they've been able to do a relatively good job as well.
Here's Jabria Craig. Yes, they have, Justin. Oh, and a steal by Flanagan, but a foul by Craig to save a fast break.
And you can see the frustration on Flanagan's face. She will be going to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity, however, as Shortridge is now over the limit. But again, only 4 shots in this fourth quarter for the Lady Continentals. And only one of them has gone in. That is great team defense by the Lady Blue Devils.
Flanagan's first, no good, and Shortridge will rebound. Almost trying to play soccer a little bit, chasing the ball down the court.
Those champions have already been crowned there, Joey.
Here is Sanders. No good. And Kiner, ball will be off of her. Hey, Justin, what's your favorite Christmas song off the top of your head?
Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock? Really?
Yes.
I'm more of a dreaming of a what? Well, whatever your favorite Christmas song is, you can definitely hear it on our radio station, IndianaSRN.org, web radio, 24/7 Christmas music will come your way, and Justin and I will be listening for our favorite songs, and you can too, IndianaSRN.org. So here's Sanchez. Stolen by Flanagan. Flanagan driving now. And she will go to the line again. 2:27 to play. Again, as a reminder, you can catch the Cathedral Lady Irish and the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic after our broadcast here. In the meantime, while you wait for that game to happen, you can follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. You can get updated scores, game day schedules, and much more. You can check out our graphics that we put out that are so awesome, especially basketball season. I particularly like those. Flanagan rimming out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be, and that's where you get all of your information on when we go live, on what station you can listen to. Again, twitter.com at IndianaSRN.
Here's Flanagan. No good from the line. Going over. Here's McKee driving it up, and Shortridge trying to play a little bit slower. Don't need to run up the score. Here's Holt down into the low key, and back out to Holt, and Holt makes it. She was passing down to Deja Delva, who then passed back out to Andrea Holt, and she swishes one. 57-18, our score, highest point total for Shortridge this year. Lots of good things to build on it for Coach Cowell in the second half of the season. Here's Kiner trying to make something around the merry-go-round work. No good.
She's done that a couple different times too, Joey.
Yep, she loves the baseline, so no good there, and we'll remain with Washington here.
I'll tell you what, though, with 1:46 left to go, while Shortridge is going to try to bleed the clock a little bit, I do want to see Delva and Garcia Sanchez at least put up, or at least make a bucket, because then every one of those girls on the Shortridge side has been
we'll have a basket then?
Yeah. Have a point.
Okay.
McKee hasn't made free throw to her name.
Perfect. A challenge that I'm sure Coach Cowell will try to accomplish there. Shot by Bruce, no good. A rebound by McKee. Here's Sanchez. Garcia Sanchez, to your point, Justin, not having made a basket yet. And a block on Delva. Delva trying to get on the board. 1:14 to go. Here's Flanagan. Out to Walton. Walton maybe had an open shot, loses the ball. And not a very fast break for Shortridge. Obviously, respectfully, we just talked about sportsmanship a little bit ago. But here's Garcia Sanchez. And there's Delva. No good. The bench was getting excited for it, but here's a rebound for Holt, but Holt loses it. Flanagan, up and in. Coach Lee encouraging his team not to quit. Here's Garcia Sanchez. I got to Sanders. To McKee. McKee gets blocked by Kiner. Flanagan again. Flanagan. It's like deja vu. Flanagan back up and in. Final 10 seconds. Justin, I don't know if every Shortridge player will. Yeah, I don't think you'll get your wish. You got it one time with the free throws, and then we broadcast jinxed them. So that is our final 57-22. Shortridge defeating the Continentals of George Washington High School. Indiana Public School matchup tonight was ladies' night. Is still, because you can catch the Cathedral Lady Irish at the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. After here on our broadcast, right now Tinley and Washington just finishing up on the radio. We want to thank our producer, Jerry Collins, our cameraman, Otto, and just a quick schedule update for both these squads. Washington will play against Lawrence Central for their next game, as well as Crispus Attucks after that, after Christmas and New Year's and what have you. And then this is the last game for Shortridge, as their next game is not till January 5th. Traders Point and then Purdue Poly Englewood. 57-22, our final tonight. Justin Griffith, your impressions.
I mean, Shortridge did not play like a 1-9 team, and I was really surprised with how much pressure they were able to get on the Lady Continentals. And again, being able to put up 8 points in the fourth quarter with a lot of JV type players, second stringers and whatnot. Again, very, very good job to be able to get that done and get their second win on the season.
A huge second win for the Shortridge Blue Devils. We thank you so much for watching this presentation of IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN, along with Justin Griffith. My name is Joey Lindstrom. Have a good night, folks.